Hi everyone, today we're going to be having a look at improving your takeaway and stopping you being so armsy and so handsy. So if that's something that you struggle with, this is the video for you. Let's go and have a look at another game-changing golf coaching tip. Hi everyone, thanks once again for tuning in to Smash Factor TV. My name's Natalie Adams. Today I've got a little drill set up that you can do quite easily if you're still at home at the moment on lockdown, or if you're practicing at home in a net. You could also set this up quite easily on the driving range. So I've just got 2 plant pots. You're looking to put an alignment stick across the plant pots. It'll be in front of your feet and maybe about halfway up your shin high. So that's the kind of height you're looking for. You don't have to use plant pots if you've got bricks at home lying around, anything like that. And obviously if you're at the driving range, you could just use 2 upturned range baskets. And what we're going to look at today is how to help you with that takeaway for those of you who are a little bit handsy, a little bit armsy as you start that takeaway, and you're not starting the swing movement from your core enough. You're just getting your hands too and your arms too involved too early in that swing. So what I've done is set this up so it's in a position that when I go into setup, it's just in front, just an inch or 2 in front of my toes. I've also put an alignment pole at the back of my heels, so I'm just showing you kind of just in front of my toe line and just behind my heel line, which has created a channel for me to stand in here. Now what we're going to look at here, I just attached a tennis ball to a piece of string so that when I set up, that tennis ball is just hanging in this channel of the alignment poles that I've created. Now what's really important here, when you take the club away, if you're making a really good movement as you start, you're turning from the core, where this effectively this plumb bob that I've created, this string with this tennis ball is hanging, the end of the club, the butt end of that club, as I turn my body and rotate round on my backswing, can you see the end of that club stays between those 2 alignment poles? So I'm making a really good rotational movement from my body, got stability in my legs, rotating my upper body round, but the butt end of the club, as I have that piece of string hanging down, it doesn't move outside those 2 alignment poles. Now if you're a little bit handsy and armsy as you swing back, this is what would tend to happen more. So as you swing back, I'm not saying that you won't be turning that core, but you'll also be rotating your arms, and you can see now that as you've done that, the plumb bob has moved forward, so it's not the alignment pole off what we've got it balanced on. So it'll give you some good information there as to whether you're rotating your body or you're twisting your arms. Effectively what's happening when you do that is the butt end of the club is not staying between these 2 poles, and again I'll just show you that once more, and you'll make more of this kind of movement back, so you can see that that's hitting that alignment pole as you move back, and it shouldn't be doing that. If you're making a good takeaway, you're rotating your body and you see there's no contact with that front alignment pole there. Okay, if you wanted a little bit more feedback, if you use something a little bit heavier than a tennis ball, so if you've actually got a plumb bob lying around, or a kind of multi-plug, something like that's got a bit more weight in it, obviously when it swings forward as it hits the pole, it'll just knock it off for you if you want that information. So here's a great swing thought for those of you that are a bit handsy and armsy when you swing back. So what we want to work on here is you're going to rotate your body around to the right, but you're going to keep the butt end of the club pointing inwards at your right thigh as you do that. So you can see there that string, that golf ball, it's not going anywhere near that forward pole of my toe line as I do that, because I'm just working on keeping the butt of the club pointing in at my right thigh, rather than here the butt of the club's now pointing forwards and it's now pointing more out this way. Okay, and again you can see the information that alignment pole gives you when you do that. So you could just work on that as a takeaway, so you're practicing rotating your body round but keeping the butt of the club pointing inwards, keeping this piece of string inside that alignment pole. And once you're getting better at doing it, you could just do it with it on the floor. You don't have to have it raised up in the air. You know, we could just pop that there, and then you can get that feedback that as you take that club back, you can just see what the tennis ball's doing, and if it's swinging out over that red pole, you know, you're not quite making the right movement. So you want to work on getting that tennis ball to stay your side of that alignment pole as you rotate your body round up to the top. Have a go at doing that. It'll really help you get a bit more feedback as to how you're moving the club back, and if you're using your hands and your arms a little bit too much in that takeaway. I'll also put a link into the video as well to show you how you can do that with an alignment pole, so you can start to hit through. But I think this is a really good feedback drill if you are a little bit handsy and armsy, so you can start to get a feeling of how to move differently. And again, what I would suggest you do is maybe work on that 5 times, and then if you have another club where you haven't got the ball attached to the end of it, so work it 5 times with the ball and the string, keeping the ball and the string on your side of that toe line alignment stick, and then set up to the ball and replicate that feeling as you hit through. Have a go doing that. It'll certainly help you start your swing a lot better, quieten the hands down, make the core a little bit more active. You should get a lot more control of the club face as you go through. It's another game-changing golf tip.